Welcome to the Life 2.0 podcast. I'm Matt Jones, founder of Life 2.0, entrepreneur and author with a passion to help others live their best life. The purpose of this podcast is to serve others and help them to realize their full potential by sharing ideas, concepts, and strategies for their mindset, health, emotions, finances, relationships, spirituality, and more. If you want to be happier, if you want to be more positive and live a life of abundance and prosperity, live without regret, learn what it takes to live a more fulfilling existence, discover your own purpose and passions, that's what we're about. You can listen to our podcast, read our blog, and download free tools and resources at www.life20movement.com. Join the community and upgrade your life today. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today we'll be breaking down the law of attraction and how you can benefit from it. I'll tell you exactly what it is, how you can use it to bring value to your life, your career, your spirituality, your finances, and more. So stay with me as we explore the law of attraction. My name is Matt Jones, and this is the Life 2.0 podcast. So I actually want to start by actually discussing a myth about the law of attraction. You know, unfortunately, too many people choose to bastardize the law of attraction. The myth is that if I think it, it will happen. But this couldn't be further from the truth. It typically comes from a place of ignorance, or worse, a sleazy sales scheme. People can tend to oversimplify the law of attraction, making it seem like a magical genie who grants all your wishes by mere thought. Okay, what I want you to understand first is that the law of attraction is a process, and it takes time and patience to take effect. You know, if you've ever seen the documentary The Secret came out in 2006, and it was a spectacular piece of documentary goodness that, you know, made people think differently about how they live their lives on a daily basis. So, though I am forever grateful, however, some parts of the documentary were very oversimplified, I think, making it seem as if merely keeping a thought in your mind brings everything you want, right? If I think about $1 million, it's just going to show up, right? No, it does not work that way. The law of attraction requires thought plus action. So don't give in to these lazy, ludicrous ideas about the law of attraction. You know, the law of attraction is one of the oldest taught philosophies in history. If you trace back to the greatest mentors and philosophers and sages of history, they will all mention the law of attraction. Buddha, back in the 5th century, said, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts makes our world." And even Jesus Christ in the Bible said, "And all things whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, believe you shall receive it." And it's even traced all the way back to Marcus Aurelius, who said, "Your life is an expression of your thoughts." In the 4th century in ancient India, Krishna taught that man is made by his belief as he believes, so he is. And even in the 16th century, let's not forget one of the most profound quotes from the French philosopher Descartes, who said, "I think, therefore I am." So the law of attraction has been taught and used by some of the greatest minds in history. Even Albert Einstein said that imagination is everything, and that it is the preview of life's coming attractions. So the law of attraction is just as real as the air we breathe. It's just as real as a tree or a cup of water. It's as real as Newton's law of gravity. It's just as real as Newton's third law of motion, which is for every reaction, there is an equal and opposite reaction. All right, this law encompasses the entirety of one's existence. The law of attraction purely and simply is all about energy. What we put out, we receive. Okay, every thought, action, and desire you have in your life is based on energy. From the earth to the stars, the universe we live in is in a state of constant energy exchange, right? We're all a part of the same vibrational frequency of the universe. This meaning that we're all derived from the same electrons, protons, and neutrons as the earth and the stars. We are pure energy. Everything within us has an energy momentum, which dictates all of our actions and our thoughts. We are but trillions of concentrated molecules moving and connecting at every second within a unified singular human form, right? Everything that happens on a day-to-day basis is these energy particles colliding, and this creates an electromagnetic force that forms the basis for what many of us refer to as a spirit. It's our energy force. You know, positive and negative thoughts are also individually charged electrons that control your emotional state. Then they get discharged by the amygdala in your brain. You know, all of our fears and anxieties and happiness comes from this. And this is why we must work to attract and channel the right thoughts. Knowing what we know about the human brain now in, you know, the 21st century, we can do a bit of cognitive restructuring and learn to replace things like limiting beliefs, which are negative thoughts, with more empowering thoughts, you know, positive ones. And this is crucial because from here we can begin to attract and move into the desired direction of our goals and desires. You know, neuroscientists at MIT have actually found that certain neurons in the brain are responsible for marking the beginning and end of our behaviors and habits. And what this means is that we can literally learn the process of manipulating our thought patterns to form new ones, such as new routines, habits, and even behaviors. The law of attraction is all about energy exchange and vibrations, and quantum physics works with the tiniest particles of energy called quanta, which is the plural of quantum in Latin. Quantum entanglement describes the relationship between two bodies that interact or entangle with each other. They connect and bond together. And once this process happens, you can't decide one object without considering the other object. Now, when you separate these objects, even at a large distance, they now display characteristics of the other. The particles bonded in such a manner that the original particles are never the same again. And this can be explained in a practical way through interactions we actually have on a daily basis, right? When we interact with one another, we are exchanging particles. Have you ever wondered why some people make you feel drained and some others give you more energy? It's an exchange. So when you entangle with arguing and fighting, it changes the energy field and the vibration, leaving a lasting impression on you emotionally, physiologically. And this is why it's possible to feel trauma and emotion on a deeper level, because the particle exchange has shifted the mechanical makeup of your own energy field. You know, another obvious example of this is the Big Bang Theory. Everything came into existence with the Big Bang Theory, right? Our entire universe is made of all the same particles, from the Earth to the stars. We are all entangled within the same energy field. An entanglement happened, shifting the makeup of the universe forever. So on a practical level, how you choose to entangle yourself on a daily basis forms new bonds. So it's a good idea to decide who you choose to entangle with, what thoughts you entangle with, and what actions you decide to entangle with. It's all based on a quantum level. Everything is connected. We have the ability to influence our environment with our thoughts and our actions. We can influence and attract people and circumstances. We have a very unique perception that allows us to perceive reality the way that we choose to perceive it. we can draw our manifestations to us through our attractions and interactions. So, how can we use the law of attraction to benefit us in a practical sense? Well, using the guidance of the law of attraction, our lives can exponentially increase in many positive ways. I suppose the most simplistic form of the law of attraction is like attracts like. Okay, so this means that you're going to get back in return what you put out. I mean, it's debatable, but what it means on the most basic human level is that if you put out kindness, you will get more kindness in return. If you put out hate and anger, you'll get hate and anger in return. A doesn't always equal B in the sense because of free choice. However, some people might choose to react differently. However, on a larger scale, you're more likely to attract positive circumstances and positive people with the more positivity that you put out yourself. So, if you want to attract wealth, for example, you can use it to attract the people, events, and circumstances that you want. When people say success is preparation meets opportunity, they attracted that into their life. They attracted the opportunity. So if you want to attract money, what action steps are you taking to attract it? Are you attracting wealthy people to learn from? Are you going to conventions about building wealth? Are you reading books about it? Or are you ordering Chinese food and watching Netflix? Get it? It's not that complicated. It's very simple. Let's say if you want to attract happiness, you can attract it by means of the thoughts and the people you interact with. If you want to attract a certain romantic partner, where are you going to attract them? Knowing what you want to attract will depend on where you go to attract them. Say if being fit and healthy is important to you, a fit and healthy person will usually be at a gym. So maybe that's a better place for you to go to search for a romantic partner. If you want to attract a person who is religious like you would want to find them at a church or a temple or a website where religious people look for love, right? I hope this is making sense so far. If you want to attract a certain career, you would want to study at an institution where that is taught. Or if you want to get into real estate, you can start by interning at a real estate office. You can meet real estate agents to teach and mentor you. And let's say if you can't land an internship, offer to work for free for a real estate agent so you can learn the ropes. You will be attracting that into your life. You won't attract a life selling real estate by working at a bar. So we attract by what we do every single day. All right, so pay attention to that. It's very, very simple idea. Everybody thinks of the law of attraction as this very complicated, esoteric idea, but at its most basic form, it's very, very simple. So now I want to tell you how to use the law of attraction daily in 3 simple steps. Number 1, monitor your thoughts from the time you wake up. So, are you in a positive state of mind when you wake up? Or do you have bad feelings about the upcoming day? Are you stressed? Is there a conflict of some sort? If there is, it needs to be shifted. From the time you wake up, you must focus hard not to let your mind wander. You have to command it. To start, automatically think of the things you're grateful for. Things such as, I'm really grateful that I have a job to provide a roof over my head and food in my belly. I'm really grateful today to wake up and breathe air into my lungs, which gives me life and allows me to experience this beautiful day. Okay, really think the positivity and feel it as well. You have to think it and feel it, put it into action. Okay? Number 2, get rid of negative self-talk. Okay, what we tell our subconscious mind is extremely powerful. Remember that we are made of energy, and those thoughts have energy. We have to recondition our neural signals. Neural pathways are physical links, and they are no different from a strong piece of rope. Common negative phrases include things such as, I really hate this, I can't stand it when, these release negative energy that only brings you down. Get rid of doing that. I hate how I look in this outfit, or I'm never going to get out of debt. This will only bring about more debt because the focused energy is on debt. Instead, try to change the association to money flows easily and steadily into my life. Or I will make more money and be happy. I command it, right? You have to feel it. You know, it might be a battle in your head at first to get rid of self-limiting beliefs, but when you succeed at this, you will be amazed at the results. Number 3, focus on what you want, not what you don't have. Okay, when we focus on what we don't want, we only bring more of that into our lives. You need to focus on what you want, because if you focus on what you don't have, that's only going to bring about more lack and a scarcity mindset. Remember, we attract what we think and feel about, always. The law of attraction is unforgiving. So if you want that house, focus on how you're going to get it. Be solution oriented. Don't be doubtful and pessimistic. Do you want that car? Well, how do you get it? Do you want that perfect romantic relationship? Think and feel what you want from a partner. How do they make you feel? What type of things do they say to you? Go into real detail about it. Do they empower you? What type of job do they have? Do they have a good relationship with their family? You know, what is important to you, right? You got to focus on those details, and you want to write them down and get crystal clear on what it is. You know, knowing what you want is powerful. So you need to ask the universe for it, and you will receive it. Be patient though, because not everything happens right away. It is a process. So you got to trust in it, and your life will shift dramatically. So to remember simply, the law of attraction is you attract what you think and feel. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that podcast on the law of attraction and how it can benefit you. I hope you understood it on a better level, what it is not, and how you can apply it to your life today. If you'd like to know a little bit more about the law of attraction, I dive really deep into this with a book that I have coming out next month called The Manifestation Bible, the Ultimate Law of Attraction Guide for Your Life and Desires. And that's available at the website for pre-order at a discount at www.life20movement.com, or you can just sign up on the email list to be notified when that does come out. All right, guys, so I want to wish you the best. Start using the law of attraction today, and it will radically transform your life. Okay, lots of love. My name is Matt Jones, and this is the Life 2.0 podcast. I want to thank you guys again for listening to this podcast. If you enjoyed it and got some value out of it, please take a picture of it on your phone and share it on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. And also share it with your friends and tell them about it. And please leave us a nice review on iTunes or Spotify. Please remember to join the movement at www.life20movement.com. You can interact with other people like you, learn more about self-development products to really increase your life today. Thank you again for listening. It means so much to me, and wishing you guys all the best and success.